chain. What I got? Yellow. Let's go. Yellowtail and the mega bait. Yeah, boy. Got him. Yeah, there it is. That's what we wanted. That was the target species, and got him. Dropping down that mega bait on these marks underneath the birds. Came back. Big cabrillo, nice. There it is. The leopard grouper on that jig I found this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your buddy Mikey here. SD Fish and Sips. Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. And I'm driving through Mission Bay Park right here, getting on the freeway, starting my journey back to Baja. I'm stoked. I'm going to Baja. Springtime down in Gonzaga Bay area, northern Sea of Cortez. 6-hour drive, 2-hour drive to the border. I'll be going 8 east to Mexicali. I'll go to the border there in Mexicali and cross through, and then it's about 4 hours to get down. I got my FMM visa from last time. It's good for 180 days, so I shouldn't have to do anything at the offices when I cross through the border down there. Got all my gear loaded up, all my setups. I got a whole bunch of rods and reels, ice. I just picked up 125 pounds of ice at Summit Gas, along with gasoline. I got my colder ice brine. Shout out to Calico Chris and the colder ice brine. I'm going to be using that this trip, testing it out, seeing how it goes. And the target species are yellowtail and grouper down there, leopard grouper, and then maybe if we're really lucky, some Gulf grouper. And then we'll get not necessarily bycatch, but we'll see what else is biting down there. If it's usually triggerfish, which makes really good ceviche, and it's actually good on the barbecue too. So we've got the triggerfish down there that usually catch those. Spotted bay bass, gold spotted sand bass, pinto bass, which are really good eating too. Sierra mackerel, totwaba, and white sea bass. Got to make sure that you know the difference between those two. You know, there's some snapper, some pargo, flag cabria. See what we get into. But I'm living the dream. I had to go. It's super foggy, as you can see here in San Diego right now. It's really foggy, so I'm not really feeling it. Plus, shout out to Rob Money from Big Water's Edge, the old school kayak fishing days. And actually, I was fishing Wanu on Monday, and Ian, shout out to Ian, who came out with his family and fished on the boat. He's an old school kayak fisherman, so he knew about Mako Bob and has been down to this house that I'm going to. And so he was talking about that, and then I was going through the archives after I ran into your saltwater guide, Mr. Dave Hansen. He got me going through my archives and making shorts and reels. So I was checking out some of the footage in 2016 when I came down here to Gonzaga Bay. My first trip was in 2014 when I came down with the Big Water's Edge crew and Mako Bob. And then in 2016, came down again with Rob, and then I wasn't there for a while. And then 2019 was the first time I brought the solo skiff down there, and then I progressed ever since then. So Ian was fishing, he was talking about Mako Bob, and Mako Bob was also the one that introduced me to the solo skiff and was talking about the solo skiff, and comboing the solo skiff with Baja is the ultimate dream, and that's what I'm living right here, right now. I had that combo with the truck too, the F-150, just the beast of a truck, and the solo skiff and Baja, and then my flexibility in my schedule where I'm able to mash it down there like I'm doing right now on short notice, because Rob hit me up. So Ian was talking about that, And then Rob goes, yeah, I'm gonna be in Gonzaga Bay this week. Come on down. I haven't been to the house since it was just a slab and the walls going up since it's been completed. So I'm stoked on to check the house out. Shout out to Rob, big time shout out to Rob for inviting me down there. Shout out to everybody following along with the journeys and the adventures. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you awesome people. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Living the dream, fish hard, troll hard, travel hard, and just enjoy life. Live life, enjoy life. This is what it's all about, experiences and making it happen, getting out there, meeting people, fishing hard, and living the dream. So we just got on the 8 out of San Diego, and then I'll be heading about, like I said, 2 hours. Go through El Cajon, Alpine, Ocotillo Wells. We'll drop into Calexico and Mexicali. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go. Baja time, baby. You. Entering Viejas Indian Reservation. We're going by Alpine now, climbing up the hills. We made it through Mission Valley, La Mesa, El Cajon. Now we're coming through Alpine. There's the Viejas Casino and Resort that they just redid, renovated, and added on to. They set up the ice skating rink there in the winter now. We're just cruising. It says 5 p.m. arrival time, 300 miles. It's 12:17 now. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. We dropped down by Ocotillo Wells, made it to Calexico. Here we go. Population 39,825. Elevation 3. I'm gonna stop at the Arco here. Top off on gas. And then we'll make our way across the border. Here we go, showtime, made it to the border. Making the right-hand turn right here, and then I'll follow this street in.
In a quarter mile, slight right.
Been going 2 hours. It's 11:05 right now, or 1:05. We left around 11 from Summit Gas. Bummer. Look at this, I've never seen it backed up like this before. I just made it through the little, that was US Customs right there set up. She was asking me what do I fish for. She was just curious. And now we got the Mexico checkpoint up here. All right, we made it. We're making our way through Calexico now. Almost out of the heart of it, the central area. And you got a little backup with the lane going down to 1. That was an additional, a new National Guard checkpoint area right there that they had added. They've been adding those along the way, here and there. And that was one of them. Just stopping random people. That's what I got stopped at one time, and then they asked to see all my fish, my fishing license. Pretty much out of the central Mexicali area. Still tracking 5:30 arrival time. It says 176 kilometers till San Felipe. I'm not gonna get any gas. I got enough gas to make it down there and then back to San Felipe. Going by the river community right here. River looks like it's up pretty high. More water in it than usual. Very quiet day on the roads today, which is nice. It's making it nice. Still got another about 3 hours. It's 2:30 right now. Rio Hardy, the Hardy River. Rio Hardy, and then it turns and goes back to the Sea of Cortez. I think that direction dumps out into it, feeds into it. 3 o'clock now, and I'm just grinding it through the desert, through the sand. There's the rock down there just towards San Felipe. So I got another 2.5 hours to go, but this is a smooth, easy, nice drive. A little ways down south is when we'll go through the checkpoint, and then the roads get kind of bad after the checkpoint south of San Felipe. There's still potholes here. There's just 2 big ones. Go coming into the National Guard checkpoint, military checkpoint right here. Easy money. He just asked me where I was going, and I told him Gonzaga Bay. He rolled down my window and he looked in the back, and then he waved me through. Bienvenidos a San Felipe. We made it here to San Felipe. Start of it. Like I said, I got 3/4 of a tank of gas. I'm not gonna stop, power through. There it is, the Crocodile. Crocodile of San Felipe. Official store now open, that's new. This is kind of new area they built up. I came the perfect timing because last weekend was the San Felipe 250, the race, and next weekend is Easter weekend. So this is a little bit off time. Perfect timing to come down here, take advantage of it. Super stoked. Smoked fish and jerky, but it looks like that's shut down. And then up here, you got the classic fat ass insurance. There he is right there. Fat ass. Now we're coming into the heart of San Felipe here. Got the speed bumps and the arch. They got this digital sign now, it looks like, up top here. Check out that, Bienvenidos a Baja, California. And that sign for San Felipe. Gateway to the Sea of Cortez. Gateway to the Sea of Cortez. San Felipe. Now we're gonna go through the main strip, then there's the roundabout. Last time they had a security, a military checkpoint here in the middle of San Felipe. There's the roundabout right here. The Malecon is straight ahead, and then we want to go right. Right here. Here's the outdoor tackle store, Pesca del Mar. A couple of other gas stations on the south end of town here. There's the beautiful Sea of Cortez out there. And there's a lot of boats on the water today. It's supposed to be really nice weather and conditions, especially with the wind the next couple days. That's why I shot it down here. It's a really good window for the, especially for the solo skiff. We're going by the marina. We're about to go by the marina right now. Go through, and then we'll make the left-hand turn and head down towards Gonzaga Bay. Gotta hit up Juan Cook too. He's down here, meet up and try to fish with him. There's the marina, Ponga leaving the marina right here. We're at Tony Ray's. The Tony Ray's boats and trips go out of here. I think this is where the marina that they leave from, where everybody loads up at, down here. A lot of cars parked, a lot of guys out fishing today. I think it's still shrimp season. So now we made it through San Felipe. It's almost 4 o'clock. Got another hour and a half to go to get down to La Palma, to the campsite, or not to the camp, to the house, Rob spot. Trying to figure out what the tides were doing. It looks like it's actually towards the higher tide right now. But tide movement is key. I'm learning this area in the Sea of Cortez. So we'll see. I'm gonna do a variety. Maybe I can make it down to Punta Final this time. Out to the Golden Reef, got the islands, Punta Bufeo. A lot of options to fish here. Shooting it down this last stretch, and then I'll be making a left. Here's the turn.
Turn left onto San Felipe.
Last time they had a security checkpoint set up right here. There's usually a shrimp guy here on the right, but he's not here today. We got the restaurants, a little market, some of the vehicles here. No tope. Still cruising, hour left, 4:30 right now. 5:38 it says ETA. Puertecitos is up next. Just enjoying this drive, nice quiet, easy drive, loving life. We got the Cow Patty restaurant, and we're getting close, coming into Puertecitos. It's on this bend, this corner up here, and I learned my lesson trying to get in there last time with Larry. 25 bucks just to get past the gate and to get into Puertecitos. So that's how they're rolling. That's why I've never really been inside there. I've only been through the outside. But there's some fishing in there. I've heard about good Corvina fishing sometimes from the shore. Got the orange mouth Corvina. And then Costilla, Playa La Costilla, that's home of Miguel, runs the show there. One of Papa Fernandez, his grandkids. Same thing, Luis runs the show at La Palma. Also, that's one of Miguel's brothers and Papa Fernandez's grandkids. So there's Puertecitos. They got the boat ramp in there as well. The guy's saying that you got to pay money to use those facilities. Watch out for these giant potholes. Giant potholes. Cortecitos down in the distance. A couple pongas going through, launching. But we're coming into the full moon. I think it's the pink moon this month of April, but Saturday the 12th is the full moon. So we're about 3 days before it. Good timing. We'll see if they get some full moon fever here in Baja. Magical. This is a new development, Bahia Cristina. And then there's Campo La Costilla up ahead. And then Encantadas Islands, all the islas in the distance. Yeah, love it. Yeah, there's Costilla down there. There's a couple kayaks set up. These people are going out. Little bay to launch from. Here's the sign for the turnoff for it right here. Entrada. Super cool spot. He's telling me stories about fishing with his grandpa, and the Papa Fernandez made the wooden canoe, and then they go out at night with the kerosene lanterns and aluminum foil and light it up the turtles as Papa Fernandez was spearing turtles off the front of the wooden canoe, handmade. Crazy. Next up, Hang On Hill. There's the old road on this side coming through. We're going on the new road. I'm so grateful and thankful that I got the new road and the solo skiff and the truck to be able to drive on. I've only heard stories about the old road right there from Lou and Larry and all the OGs, Miguel, talking about how long it used to take, and now I can smash down here super quick. So I'm grateful, I'm thankful, I'm blessed. But Lou called this Hang On Hill. I think we're going through Hang On Hill, Black Mountain, I think is what it's also called. Crazy. See, that's the old road here, cut into the side of it and then went up there. They cut out the new road. We're coming on the top of Hang On Hill right now, and then we're going to drop down and see how beautiful the Sea of Cortez is today. Just flat, glassy, and absolutely beautiful with all the lineup of the islands and the points. Golden Reef is out there deep. There's the big island, San Luis. Here's the little Hierophante, the small one. Special place here, very, very special. There's the Encantadas Islands. Look at all those. Very inviting. And then Golden Reef is out there in the distance. I've been seeing some boils along the water. Wow, I love Baja. I love the Sea of Cortez. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so blessed to get to experience this. Look at that. Woo-wee. Full moon in the distance too, full moon fever. Oh yeah, the last final stretch here. There's Punta Bufeo. There, Isla San Luis. Isla La Palma, the small one, is behind it. Looks like there's one boat right there moving. And we're gonna be coming up to the turnoff for Campo La Palma here pretty soon. And then here's the sign right here for Campo La Palma. Coming into it, we're at 330 miles, 6.5 hours. Not bad at all. That's with that wait at the border. Restaurant. Got the glamping on the beach. Doesn't look like Augie's down here though. Augustine. The Palapa's open, but we're gonna go to the house of we got the Mako Bob shark right there. See where Rob's at. Okay. Well, I'm wait for Rob. Can't find him. This is the spot though. Last time I came here or stayed here in 2014, it was just a concrete slab. So hopefully he shows up later. I'm gonna go down to the reef over here and do some shore fishing. I got the candy bar, twister spoon, and we're gonna enjoy the sunset. Then we'll go over to the restaurant and get if Rob doesn't come back, we try to get one of these palapas on the beach right here and set up the solo skiff in the morning. We're gonna go fish right now down here. I've caught in there's a lot of spotted bay bass, cabria, the leopard grouper over here. I've heard about corvina biting too. There's a kayak set up right here. Somebody was fishing. Solo skiff tomorrow. I got the Abu Garcia Black Max here on the Shimano Sojourn rod. I don't think that's fish. It's so shallow right here. I'm gonna fish along this structure, these rocks. Maybe I'll try to walk out along them. I don't know. There's a little bait fish right here. Let's see. He moved along. Just got caught up in kelp. Slippery rocks, got to be careful. High tide though, this is all covered in water. Fish it. But right now, the lower tide. So I'm gonna have to walk to the end here and then hopefully it drops off. Looks like it. Get to these rocks out here. Sweet, wasn't that bad. And I can just keep walking further out along this point. It's got to be back to the restaurant by 7. Let's see what's good. I got some other jigs. I got the micro jigs in the bag, my tackle box, my backpack. But we're gonna start off with the twister spoon. I got different sizes too, so I can drop down size. Already hung up. There you go. I'm gonna go smaller, I think. Maybe I'll try the micro jig. Just don't want to lose it. We'll go for it. The 1904 lures micro jig. Doesn't get hung up as easy. He's fishing right there. Looks like there's some bait. Maybe halibut here. There's bait right there. There's a little silver bait. It's just like my lure. Might get bit. Let's go back. No bites. Nothing. Is Rob around? Who? Rob? Don't know Rob. No, you don't know? Okay. That's what. Okay, so not really sure what's going on with Rob and the spot over here, because these people rented it out for the night, and I was just talking to them, and they gave me the word on the bite that it's at the island, off the point of the island over here. So that's where we're gonna head tomorrow morning. So we're gonna get set up tonight. I'm gonna get all my rigging going and then be ready to fish tomorrow morning. right, I got the solo skiff set up over here, ready to go tomorrow. My little sleeping area in the back. And now I'm gonna get my colder ice brine. I got 100 pounds of ice inside the cooler right here. 5 applications. So this is good for 100 pounds of ice. So I'm gonna take the ice out of the bags first. Got the Igloo cooler here. There's my Summit Gas ice. Now I got the 100 pounds of ice. Go ahead and take my colder ice right here. Here we go. We'll mix it around. You can hear it crackling and it's really cold. I just felt it. And shut this and then maybe I'll load some into my kill bags tomorrow. Bring it or just bring the fish back. That's how we're doing it. Colder ice brine. Thank you, Calico Chris. Good morning. It's your buddy Mikey here at SD Fish and Sips. Thursday, April 10th, 2025. And I'm down here, Gonzaga Bay, or a little bit north, La Poma, on the beautiful Sea of Cortez. We got the commercial Ponga guys launching out right now. I got the solo skiff ready to go. And we're gonna do some fishing for some yellowtail at the islands today. So I gotta pull down the skiff down to the beach and then launch out. The tide's low right now. It's gonna be coming up, but I'm hearing that the yellowtail are biting out at the islands. We're at this island right here. Let's go ahead and get the skiff down there, get set up. Here we go. I got the skiff set up down there, way far down with the low tide. Time to go fishing. Truck locked up at the Palapa. Need to get in a little deeper water. Deep enough right here. So beautiful here. Wow, wow, wow. Leaving camp. About 5 miles to get out to the island. I'm gonna go on the side of it over there. I got my trolling stuff set up. Let's get some. Woo-hoo-hoo. 7 o'clock in the morning right now. Sunrise is a little after 6. Got some bait or something right here. We're gonna go all the way out. What a beautiful day. Tomorrow's supposed to be the same, and then Saturday the wind kicks up, but I gotta take off. All their palapas were full for Saturday. We're heading to the island, but back over that direction, you got Punta Bufeo and then Punta Final. And in between is the real Gonzaga Bay with Alfonsinas and Isla Willard. Can't really see it right now. I don't know if there's a boat. Yeah, I think it's a boat wake here. I thought maybe it was fish boils, but it doesn't look like it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Just an absolute beautiful morning on the Sea of Cortez. I love it. Look at this beauty. Pure beauty. All these birds, little small birds sitting on top of the water here. But I'm not gonna get distracted and fish here. I'm just gonna make my way all the way to the spot that I wanna go to on the back side of the island. There's a reef in between the two islands. That's where I'm gonna fish. Look at all these birds. I made it out by the island and I saw some of these birds diving. So I thought I would check it out, but they're not. Are they still diving? They're not diving anymore. Back over there. I'm just gonna make my way. It looks like there's more birds out there. That's good. I can start trolling. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I might troll 2 at a time. Start off with the TTX Minnow 140, the 26-foot diver, and then I got an X-Rap 20-foot diver. Super cool, all the volcanic rock. Like a volcano, this island. I've fished this boiler rock before. We're gonna make our way around the corner. Crazy how flat and glassy it is today. That's why I came down here. That's the beauty of my schedule, being in San Diego, and my freedom to be able to just shoot it down here. All right, we're turning the corner. There's La Palma, the small island. So I'm gonna probably troll this corner. Looks like there's already fish busting right here. I saw a couple boils. I'm gonna go ahead and start trolling. Troll hard, baby. Got that Nomad GTX Minnow 140 Spanish matte color on a candy bar speed clip. Trying to pick up the bottom here. But we'll just go ahead. Throw it out. 46 feet. That's good. I'll be about halfway down the water column. Seconds back. Troll hard, baby. I already see another boat out there. I'm not seeing any marks on the fish finder. But those guys at camp said that they caught some yellowtail yesterday, 18-pounder. They got broke off by something bigger. And they said that this is the zone out here where the yellowtail are at. Not gonna troll 2 yet at a time. This thing is swimming nice. I got different size divers, different colors, and we're going for a morning troll on the Sea of Cortez. This is what life's all about right here. That hookup. Wow, it's beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going a little fast, but I want to cover some ground. Get out closer by the island. Some birds working it here. Got the trolling set up on the Avid LX. Nice beast of a rod. I mean, beast of a reel on the Shimano Cortez rod. There's birds on the inside. I get jig through those. I found this micro jig, 30 gram, on the beach this morning. Really fresh hook with the feather on it too. There it is, the Poma, the small island. So glassy today, this is insane. But the screen's been blank. 56 feet of water now, just trolling hard. You know, there's more birds sitting out on top of the water out here, and there's more life back on the side of the island there. These birds are starting to fly around. A couple seals here. I don't like the seals. Pelicans cruising through. Another beautiful morning on the Sea of Cortez. See where this yellowtail are at. Come on, yellows. I'm on the outside corner of the Poma, the island right here. I'm gonna turn back in. I've caught yellowtail in this little slot right here before. 70, 80 feet of water is deep here. Then it gets shallow. 55, 50. I don't know about this area. Seems kind of dead over here. Might go on the side of the island. I'm not gonna go all the way out to Golden Reef today. 45 feet here. Haven't really marked any fish. 28 feet deep. Don't want to get caught up. 30. We're gonna go back to the island. Not really liking what I'm seeing out here. Normally don't do it, but I'm gonna go for it. Double troll. We got the X-Wrap 20 on this side. A little bit longer. Now we got the double troll. We're double trolling hard. Got caught up. My X-Wrap. Something happened. So I brought it in. I'm just trolling one right now. Been trolling for about an hour, no bites. I'm gonna jig this boiler rock right here for a little bit. See if we can mark any fish on it. I'm not seeing anything. 8:55 now. Been trolling about an hour and a half, and it's just been dead out here. I haven't marked any fish on the meter, and there's been birds flying around like something's going on up here. We're gonna go check that out. I'm even trolling two at a time now to try to get bit. We jigged that rock for a little bit. I think that the tide needs to start moving, the current. It was slack tide when I came out here. There was hardly any movement in between the two islands. So really need to get that moving, the current moving. We're gonna go see what's going on with these birds and everything up here. Bigger. There's fish down there. Or something down there. Yeah. Dang. What I got? Yellow. Let's go. Yellowtail and a mega bait. Yeah, boy. Yoo-hoo-hoo. Got him. Those fish, those birds were going crazy. I started marking a couple fish down below. Stuck them with my new gaff. Thank you, Daryl. Yeah, there it is. That's what we wanted. That was the target species, and got them. Dropping down that mega bait on these marks underneath the birds. It came back around to the island, so we're gonna stick to this area. Yes! Yee-wee! Get them bled out. Pull it with my sword pliers and then cut the gills. My sword knife, link in the description. Didn't have to go out to the Golden Reef. Probably like an 80-gram mega bait. I was in 30 feet of water. Shallow water. I saw the bigger marks though. Look at all these birds going crazy up here. See if we can mark some more fish underneath them. I got them on the Trank 300 and the Phoenix M1 inshore combo. No big marks, just the smaller marks. He hit it on the drop. Oh, there's yellow. Yeah. Wow. saw the yellow swim right by it. Maybe try a different jig. I got bit on this one though. They're here. Behind me. Wow. Throw my troller back out to try to locate these guys. That was awesome. Then I saw those couple swimming around after that. Some bigger marks. All right below me. Yellows. Right there. Big cabria, nice. There we go, tied on that jig that I found this morning. There it is. The leopard grouper cabria on that jig I found this morning. Next fish up here. We're gonna keep fishing this one. 30 gram micro jig. Yeah. Still a lot of fish here. Cut his gills. There you go. Next up, leopard grouper cabria sardinera. Woo. Wow. Keep moving. Troll while we move and look for these again. Those schools, there's big schools of yellowtail out here. They're smaller size. I casted it out and I just dropped straight down. Watch. See all that? I'm gonna mix it up. Shallower diver, smaller profile trolling lure. I'm gonna put on the X-Wrap 15. I haven't caught yellowtail on this one, but I caught leopard grouper out here with Miguel, Sierra, when I went on the Ponga. Oh, looks like we got some fish right here. Pretty rusty, but it's all good. Zone where I was marking them and seeing and catching them before. Have my mega bait ready to go. Died out a little bit right here. Not seeing all the crazy boils and life, so I might cruise around the corner a little bit. And I got my X-Wrap 15-foot diver now. But I'm stoked on the yellowtail and the grouper. That's the target species, and I got them. First fish was that yellowtail. Catching the fish before, and I'm marking some stuff. Saw the other boat out here, Luis. They just got out here. I gave him the update on the yellows, or the yellow and the grouper that I caught. Micro bait. Go back over. There we go, we got the lizard fish. Keep him for chunk bait. Lizard fish on the mega bait. We're just jigging hard. Jigging hard, trolling hard. 11 o'clock now. Body. We'll let this body go back. Could use them for chunk bait. Trigger fish. It's 11:17 now. I moved from the other spot where I was at because it just kind of died. Not that much bird and life and boils. And now I'm seeing bird, life, and boils up here. We're gonna troll up there. I got the X-Wrap 15-foot diver, that white UV. We're gonna troll by here and then see if we can mark some fish. Luis and the other, Jose Luis is out there. Looks like I could go out there. No, there's boils right here. Meter is blank though. Mix it up. I'm gonna put on this pink and black pink mackerel that Nom gave me, Nomad DTX Minnow 140. Troll this. Maybe make my way out. Luis is by, Jose Luis is out by the island. It's a little island. Just trolling hard. He's been in that area. Yellowtail, put water over it, keep it cool. Same thing with my Cabria, starting there. Okay, it's pretty dead now. Not like it was going crazy before when I first got over here. Marking the yellows and I saw them swimming around. I'm gonna make my way back to camp so I can put these fish on ice. I'm gonna come back this afternoon when the tide, it's slack high tide now. I think it was around 6:30 or 7:30 in the morning was the slack low. It's around 1:30 is the slack high. It's 12:22 right now. But I'm stoked on that to get the grouper and the yellowtail, the target species, this morning. One on the mega bait. The anchovy mega bait right there, and then the other one on the micro jig, the 30-gram micro jig that I found at the launch this morning. Crazy. Let's get back to camp. Turned off my fathometer, my chart plotter, save batteries. We're gonna mash back to camp. About a half hour, 5 miles. Now as I'm going back, I see this boat and a bunch of birds. I wonder if he's on fish. I turned back on my fathometer. I don't know what he's doing. He might be netting some bait. Back in the camp now, there's the truck. All right, bam, got the fish on ice and the colder ice brine ice. Got lunch, got a refill on coffee, iced coffee, water, a little bit charged more on the GoPro batteries. And we're gonna go round 2, back out to the island. Hopefully with the tide movement, they bite again in the evening time. That was crazy this morning. Let's go. All right, just as I was go back out for round 2, Augie's rolling up, Augustine, so it's good to see him, his wife's sister. They're gonna set up the trailer. Put a little more gas into. Let's go. Luis was telling Augie that there's a bunch of boils out front this morning. I didn't see them. We're going back to the island. So it's about 2 o'clock now. And we're gonna do the same thing, troll hard, jig hard. That was nuts this morning. Wind's kicking up a little bit, but not bad. Not quite at the island yet. I was trying to figure out what's going on right here. This is fish. Deep water, 137 feet. I'm not seeing any fish. With my eyes down into the water or on the surface. Or on the meter. We're just gonna go to the island. It's 2:50. We're getting out to the spot at the island where it went crazy this morning. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Yeah, 34 feet, 35 feet. That's where I was fishing earlier. We're gonna throw our DTX minnow back out. Pink mackerel, thank you, Nom. Just be ready to do the same thing. I got my a knife jig ready. Got this guy ready. I might go to the small island, and then I got a couple deep water spots off the back side of it. Maybe catch some pinto bass. Really good eating fish. We're gonna troll hard right now. Let's go, let's get bit. Troll hard. I didn't see anything really going on. I'm gonna go out to La Palma, the small island. That pond goes back. They were out earlier. He was just asking me about the fish, and I told him this morning 9 or 10 is when I got them. Look at how glassy it is back here in between the two. Might just mash quick to the corner of the island. Well, we made it to La Palma, to the island, and it's the same thing as earlier today. It seems like it's dead out here. No boils, no life, nothing on the meter. So I think I'm gonna troll that corner. Maybe I'll do 2 passes here and then head out and jig deep. Super cool area to troll. I've caught yellowtail here before. 2016, I think. The spots that I have marked are 2 miles away. I think I'm gonna fish them right now and then fish this on the way back in. Okay, I'm out here 100 feet deep, and there's some marks on the bottom. Go ahead and drop my knife jig. Jig on that Go Mexis, so I'm gonna drop down the candy bar yo-yo iron, old reliable, on the Abbott. I can put on a piece of that lizard fish. Take this lizard fish, chop some of it up, throw it down there. See if I can get something. I got the 2 assist hooks on the top from Tio. Deeper water here, 140 feet. We'll drift this along the bottom. And then I'll probably go in, do some more trolling and jigging, try to get a yellowtail or a leopard grouper to end it this evening. Could really go for some pinto bass out here. No nibbles. Got one mark further out, I'm gonna go to it. That'll be my furthest spot I go. All right, no love out here. Not even a nibble. Go back, control the island. Back at the island, time to start trolling. This fish. Right on that corner. Bird. Rock. Time to try something different. That pink mackerel DTX minnow wasn't trolling very good. It kept pulling and skipping out of the water. So I'm gonna try Tony the Tiger here from the estate sale. Not sure how deep this one dives. I just heard it's called Tony the Tiger, that color. Now it's lower tide, that's exposed right here. And I'm seeing some boils up in the distance and then a couple boils here closer. See, I'm not seeing anything from that area earlier today. Dunzo out here. I'm gonna mash over to Punta Bufeo. Jig the point a little bit, troll maybe, try to get lucky, maybe a white sea bass. Rough evening. Coming into Punta Bufeo here for the sunset session, and I already saw some bait busting. I don't know what's chasing it right here. Nothing on the meter. We'll troll. trigger. Yep. Kind of what I wanted. Triggerfish ceviche. Got him. Triggerfish on the mega bait. That's what you're looking for. Don't want to get bit. Nice. Triggerfish. Sun's going down over the hillside. Got one fish out here in the afternoon session by Punta Bufeo. Triggerfish. Make some ceviche with that when I get home. A lot of bait over here. Solid triggers under it. Surprised I'm not getting bit. I think that's gonna do it. That's it. That's all for fishing here day one. La Palma, Gonzaga Bay, northern Sea of Cortez. I'm gonna smash back to camp. Hopefully the restaurant's open till 8 and not just 7. Or maybe I'll be able to get some. Watch this. A lot of something. Bass. That's a lot. But thank you all for watching, following along. Fish hard, troll hard, jig hard. Not very far to get back to camp, only a couple miles. But it's low tide right now and I'm gonna have to pull my skiff all the way up. I'm not looking forward to that. But thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love Baja. Trying to decide what I want to do tomorrow.